This is GKW. Welcome to another edition of Good Karma Wrestling, the band back together. I'm Gabe Neitzel from ESPN Milwaukee. He's Brian Roach from ESPN 1000. You can also check, he's from ESPN West Palm. Then from ESPN 1000, he is Jonathan Hood, but make sure you're checking him out on SiriusXM WWE Radio each and every Sunday from 9 until noon Eastern Time. And we start today with a what?
You don't even know who
for me.
Yeah, he doesn't even know who we are anymore.
Missed 2 shows.
He doesn't even know who we are. This is amazing. He's Brian. I'm Jonathan, and we are GKW.
Oh, Brian, Jonathan. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys. Where we start the show today, 5 years ago, hard to believe, but 5 years ago today is when CM Punk made his return to professional wrestling. Had the big RIP to Rampage.
Yep.
Pour one out. Biggest Rampage ever. My favorite show. My Rampage, no longer with us. But CM Punk returned to pro wrestling 5 years ago today with that electric debut in AEW. Obviously now finds himself in WWE, but has had multiple title reigns in both companies since his return from professional wrestling. So the question where we start today, is there a moment? Can you pick out a moment from Punk's WWE run that tops that AEW return?
Almost like CM Punk's return to WWE. The same time that Randy Orton came in the same, and he stole Randy Orton's shine, as you recall, right? In the same show in Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that could be. I remember being there at the United Center, and it was the worst kept secret in the business. You knew that CM Punk was going to arrive, but it didn't matter. It's still 19,000 plus people there, not an empty seat, because they just want to see CM Punk again. And it was just a great moment in wrestling. I just remember standing there. I got the camera and I'm videoing, and like there's two guys next to me crying. Just this red-faced and crying because they could not believe CM Punk can. That's how much he matters, not just to Chicago, but also to a lot of wrestling fans. Just remember who CM Punk is, guys. CM Punk is another championship in Chicago. It's a banner. It's like the Blackhawks. It's like the Cubs, the White Sox, the Bulls. It's like he's our champion. We don't have many around here, so he happens to be one of the champions around here. So he means a lot to a lot of people, and that's why I had grown men next to me crying for him coming out, and just we hadn't laid eyes on him in years, and it was just a great moment in wrestling.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. The other two I came up with was, I think the Cena stuff. I think just that last run, them doing it one more time, even that moment in the ring where he like leaned over to Cena and thanked him, like on the way out. I thought that was pretty cool. And honestly, I don't know if it's just recency bias, but this KO stuff's been really good. And it's been old school Punk, and the way he's been on the mic, like it's been really good. I'm very curious to see what the match looks like on Friday. But I've been into that, and it's been a nice turning back of the clock when it comes to CM Punk.
I mean, the answer is there's not anything. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in pro wrestling that tops that return. Like, I mean, going back and watching, because a lot of places were putting it on social media today, hey, 5 years ago, Punk returned. I was doing high school football at the time, so I couldn't make it down there for it. But I had friends that went. And, like, even on the television broadcast, I can't imagine, Hood, what it was like inside that building. You cannot hear Cult of Personality. Like, you hear the initial, like, and they made it a little bit different, because I'm sure somehow WWE, copyrighted the static that they play before that song. Yeah. But they do the little bit of static. You hear the opening guitar riff, and that's it. Like, you cannot hear anything because 19,000 people are going absolutely insane. Like, there is no way that building was that loud since the Jordan era. Like, in 30 years, that was the last time the United Center was that loud. I mean, think about that. I mean, how many people in pro wrestling could sell out 19,000 seats just because they're going to be there? And it's the first time in how many ever years that they're going to be there, right? 7, 8 years, whatever it was. But I don't know who can do that other than CM Punk in Chicago. And that's why that moment is going to be so hard to top, because for the longest time, there was a glimmer when he did that FS1 show that, maybe the bridges, can be mended here. Fences can be mended. They can figure out this relationship. But that was a Fox thing, and Fox could never get WWE to re-accept Punk back into the fold. So we never thought we would see him again. The only time we would see him is when he would throw on a luchador mask and run it at some indie show, give somebody a GTS, and then sprint his way out the back and not actually be seen. I don't know if there's anybody in pro wrestling today that could sell out 19,000 seats in any arena just because he's going to be there. Like, that's how big that moment was. And that's why it just can't be topped. I don't care what he does in WWE. That moment and that pop, like, even that pop was louder than the one when he came back for WWE, because we already gotten a taste of CM Punk, and now we're getting really good CM Punk in WWE. But you thought he was gone, and then somehow you got him back.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And honestly, the only name that comes to mind about selling out on his name is honestly Stone Cold, just because I feel like the rarity of it, like he's not there as often, so he sort of comes to mind. But is it an issue then that this WWE run doesn't have that moment? Because it's been a few years now.
No, because because you did, like, Brian, that is an all-time wrestling moment.
Sure,
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and you're just not going to be able to top that. It's just because of the sure, I can't believe this guy is back of it. And again, that's not me saying that this run in WWE has been bad. It's been good. And I like the KO stuff. I think it's really good. It doesn't top. No grown man was crying after the promo exchange last Friday on SmackDown between KO and Punk. It just wasn't, right? Like, if the point of pro wrestling is to make us, just like anything else, it's to make you feel something. And you just can't replicate the feelings that existed for people watching at home, for people in the building like Jay Hood, for that comeback 5 years ago.
The reason why you can't really get that in WWE, especially with today's crew, like Stone Cold, yes, but you know why you can't get that? Because everything is ensemble in WWE. You're going to see the Harlem Globetrotters. You're going to see the Ice Capades. That's what WWE is. And so you really can't have that. Even Roman himself, he comes down there. It's like, well, I can see him in Toledo. What difference does it make where we find him? We can see him anywhere. So the Punk thing was so special because how can I miss you if you don't go away, right? So it was a perfect spot, just like it was a perfect spot when he returned to WWE. Also a big moment. CM Punk is a lightning rod. Nobody has the rapport with the city in this country like CM Punk in Chicago. Nobody, I mean, listen, I told you, Gabe, like after Punk made his appearance, I went to Milwaukee to the Panther Arena the next week. And it was an ovation, but not like Chicago.
No.
See the difference? Like, it's like they appreciate him because, we haven't seen Punk in a while, but not this sustained roar where your eyeballs were bleeding because it was so loud in there. I've been to concerts. I've been to Jordan championships. Like, I haven't heard anything since Jordan, like Gabe said, as far as the sustained roar like it was for CM Punk. Couldn't really hear the music. I got to go back and watch the footage that I shot, but I don't think I heard music. I just heard just people just unbelievably happy to see CM Punk back.
Yeah, I mean, it's and again, that's the raw emotion and that's what makes CM Punk so special. That's what still makes him today, his ability to connect with the crowd. And that's why I've always been a fan of his. Like, he has we any wrestler we talk to, right? They talk about the special relationship that they have with the crowd and their, ability to connect. And post Attitude Era, I don't know if there's been anyone better at connecting with a crowd than CM Punk. I just don't. I mean, whether he's babyface, he plays the role, right? Like, we talk about now how so many people are tweeners other than like Gunther in WWE. But when Punk's a heel, he's a heel. And he's going to let you know that he's a heel, and he's not going to accept your cheers. He's going to turn on you for cheering him, right? Like, whenever that moment comes in WWE, and it will, and he has to be that heel, that's exactly what he's going to do, because that's what the role requires of him. And his brand of storytelling, his brand of professional wrestling resonates with, especially the WWE crowd, unlike, I think, anybody else.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. And I think it's funny that Tony Khan gets to put this feather in his cap that he gets the win, because on paper, him returning to WWE is the more surreal moment. Like, that's something we never thought we'd see, even in pro wrestling. But because we already got that taste and we saw him in AEW, yeah, it was a reaction at Survivor Series, but it still wasn't that. And that's something I feel like Tony is a win that he can hang on forever, basically.
Yeah, even though they dropped the ball.
Right.
Footage that they will never show.
Right.
Which is unfortunate, right? They will never show it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's on the My AEW app right now, but it actually should be. But I don't know.
I imagine it is. Like, I don't think they're editing old shows. I imagine you could find that stuff. Or even on Max right now to go back and watch Rampage.
So there's bad feelings of litigation. I don't know what's happening
there.
Guess
that's fair.
But yeah, so the whole question for me, or the answer to this is that it's hard for you to be able to have those moments when everyone's always around every week.
Right.
Like Brock comes back in a couple years, maybe, but what is he coming back for? Is he coming back to wrestle? Is he coming back to go to the Hall of Fame? It's not the same. Punk is just a very specialized individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I keep coming back to the point of pro wrestling is to make you feel something. That's something that he has always excelled at. We move on because there's plenty of things to dive into in the world of pro wrestling. We call it the 3 count here on GKW. Brian, what is that number 1 this week?
David Shoemaker on TP with Peter Rosenberg says that if Cody's going to turn heel, he should relaunch the 4 Horsemen. Said he doesn't have to go the full-blown, hate the fans. He'll still dress nice and have his crew. So who would be in Cody's Horsemen?
Such a bad idea. This is a bad idea. The man's married. He's the Ric Flair of this thing? That's not happening. Family man, Horseman.
He's got the suit and tie. He does all that stuff. I think it would work.
Horrible. But please go ahead.
He said, quote, Cody with some other dudes in suits, exactly what you want to see from him as a heel.
So my initial thought was, what if he just gets a bunch of the AEW guys that are in WWE? And maybe this is just because Royce Keys has a pretty good spine buster, right? Like he could be the Arn Anderson of, I just think of, okay, hey, we need somebody to be given, putting spine on the pine, and nobody does that better than Royce Keys. So then I don't know if you round it out with Ricky Saints and Ethan Page and kind of a wink, nod at, hey, these are some of the AEW guys that Cody brought in there and maybe brought over here, and maybe those guys have been underused. So now Cody's trying to elevate them. That was my initial thought, was those 4, again, with a wink to the previous place of employment for all 4 of them.
There's Gabe with his booking hat on. He's come back fresh with new ideas. Listen to that. That's so great. That's so great what you laid down, because here we got Tully and Arn, but it's Saints and Page. Mm-hmm. Both guys kind of the same size. I know Page is a little bit bigger than Saints. Point is, though, is that as a tag team, they can work smoothly. So there's your Blanchard Anderson. Then you got your big heavy, right? This is your Luger. And so in Bronson and Keys. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot, actually. I like that.
The names I wrote, I had Braun Breaker as the muscle, like as a way to continue to elevate him. LA Knight heel turn, can you throw him in there also?
He wants to be so bad.
And then Chad Gable was the other one I wrote down.
He's a family man. He can't do that.
Well, so is Cody.
Yeah.
No, he can't do that. He can't do that. No.
Also, can we add Natty on the outside of it? It's progressive. It's 2026. Get a woman in there also.
You know what? That works for me as long as we get Natty. Can I get GCW Natty? I still have to see GCW Natty.
How much do we have to beg and plead on this show? Like, to get that version of Natty? If that is the vehicle in which we get that version of Natty on WWE programming, yes, sign me up today. Sign me up today for that, because we need that version of Natty in WWE.
Yep.
So I see her with like the long braid and like her hair back Natty. She's almost like a manager now. She's managing a tag team in NXT. Should they look like her? They should look like her, right? They both have the same, all 3 have the same outfit, same hairstyle. And it's kind of weird that they don't. It's like Natty's more than a manager. She can go, but you got to let her go. And it's not like WWE's scared to be able to unleash her that way.
Right.
It's weird.
The only thing I guess I'll push back on yours, Brian, is the last thing Braun Breaker needs right now is to be in another faction. Like, we need to get him out of the current faction he's in, not to sign up for another faction.
But he's just going to get squashed by Oba in 2 weeks. You're going to have to rebuild him again. So this would be a way to do that.
Don't worry about it. His brother's going to be in pro wrestling soon.
Yeah.
He's going to get kicked out the league.
I mean, that was impressive German that he gave the other day in the training camp scrum.
And he's already facing a 6-game suspension because of roids. Like,
he'll be in WWE before you know it.
yes.
We're going to get the Steiner brothers back. Now, you can put them in the Horsemen, the Steiner brothers.
I'm fair
You do
with
that. Yeah.
If we're going tag team, though, like, because I feel like we haven't seen it in WWE. What about, like, the War Raiders? I feel like they haven't been unleashed enough in the WWE.
I don't know about these beasts.
Yes.
What women are they going to meet at the Marriott? Right?
I don't know if they're looking good in the suits. I don't know.
Right,
I don't know if you
fair.
can sell me on those guys showing up in 3 pieces and cutting promos every Friday night.
You know what? On a big guy, and I would know, a vest always helps. Good, nice, solid vest. Chain on the bottom. It just completes the look. You can't be hanging. You can't be hanging over when you're wearing a suit, man. You got to have a nice vest to hold yourself in. That's right.
Can you imagine if this actually were to come to fruition? Can you imagine the fit that Rick would throw if they tried to redo the Horseman whathout his blessing? Yeah. I mean, you can't do this while Rick is alive. I don't think you can do this while Rick is still with us.
What's great is Arn would be fine with it, right? Arn would be fine with it.
Arn wouldn't care. Yeah. Well, you could. I mean, and Arn, because Arn's like always been loosely associated with Cody anyway. You like Arn. You could, again, if you wanted to actually do this, you could do Arn kind of passing the torch and giving the okay to Cody as he built up his own 4 horseman stable. But
that would piss Rick off even more that he's not the one handing over the torch.
But I don't think you can do this while Rick is still alive and not have it become a complete distraction of Rick just throwing a fit every single day on social media.
If his last match didn't kill him, that would kill him. Right there. That'd be the end.
What if the negotiation then is that Charlotte has to be in it and then he's fine with it?
Charlotte would be a really good four horse woman, I guess, in that spot, right?
I think that could sort of work.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to do anything without Alexa right now. So I don't think you can. I mean, I don't think you want both of them in there.
She's got to be a heel at some point. She's got to be turning soon. Or is Alexa turning first? It's kind of weird what's happening with that dynamic now. Maybe Charlotte doesn't see it coming and Alexa turns heel. But at some point, we're going to see Charlotte heel again, I'm sure.
100%. I do think, though, call it the Horseman, don't call it the Horseman. Being associated with a heel Cody could elevate a lot of these guys. Just thinking of a Carmelo, just being in that orbit would elevate some of these guys.
Is revitalizing or doing something like that and getting a full Horseman or even just getting Cody a faction? Is that how you could do Cody versus Roman again, but do it at War Games in November? Is that a way that you could because we've seen Cody versus Roman plenty.
Right.
You would need a fresh coat of paint in order to approach it. I think that's the way you would have to approach it is the Bloodline versus the Horsemen.
I think that would be awesome. And actually, the person that really should be in this is Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Does he bring Austin Theory with him? Because no, thank you.
No, thank you. No, because if you know why? Because I think that WWE fans are 100% against Logan Paul. Mm-hmm. That's a genuine boo. Cody comes out there. They're going to try to keep him a baby face like they did with Cena. So he's going to get his cheers. But that's okay. You got a heat magnet next to you. And I think that's why you need Logan Paul because nobody likes that guy. Nobody.
What if Cody was just the Vision, but they left Theory home? So it's Cody, Logan Paul, Braun, and Bronson.
Now we got something.
Works for me.
Okay.
Are we folding Heyman back in with the Vision again or no?
I think you need it.
I think he's moved on.
Yeah.
And until you set that video in our group chat, I had no idea that Bronson Reed has slimmed down so much.
God.
Right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Whenever that man comes back, I'm glad he posted that because whenever his surprise return is or whenever he comes back, I would not have thought, oh, hey, here's Here's big Braun. Like, you can't. I mean, he's still big, but I think you have to take the big away. Like, he lost the big with all the weight that he trimmed. I mean, he is. Ooh, he looks great whenever that return's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked great. So I mean, I just think the vision. I think that's It's amazing. It looks like that the Judgment Day will outlast the Vision. Looks
They
like
have
that's
some
going to be.
longevity to them. The Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, iterations.
Yeah,
Probably maybe too long for some.
sure. I think Dom might be in that boat. Yeah, you specifically, yes.
So, maybe too long, but yeah, I think Logan Paul would be great there. But people want Cody to be a heel. And you're starting to see it really closely now because he said in the promo a couple weeks ago, I don't have to be the good guy anymore. But what does that mean? Aggressive babyface, or is there a certain 180 that we're getting from him? And I don't know the answer to that. But I've always wanted a more aggressive Cody anyway. So that's good what's happening right now. He and Randy Orton, though, still two baby faces. And Gabe, I talked about this last week. This is a problem in the company. It's too many babyface versus babyfaces matches. Even if you're trying to book it as a heel, the fans still cheer everybody, which is a major problem. And one of the things that you do to be able to have a heel and a babyface, take someone that the fans like that's supposed to be cast as a heel and just take out the music. Just let them come out there in darkness. So you don't have a little song. You don't sing along with my song. No, there's no song. It's just me. Now you got to boo me for that, right? Heat. So you need heat.
Which is why I think it was genius last Friday for them because there's one true heel in that company, and it's Gunther.
That's right.
And to have him come out during Chelsea's segment, like to continue to even boost her as a bigger baby face, I thought that was really smart because there's one true heel. Gunther knows the role, and he plays the role so damn well. Like, hey, you got to go out there and help Chelsea get over even more. All right, here it comes. And it was fantastic. Like, that was a tremendous segment last week on SmackDown.
It's the most legit Cardona's looked since he's returned, and that's because of Gunther.
And it came out of nowhere.
Right.
Because, these two have never shared a mic before, and you could tell Gunther wants to be a heel because he told Chelsea to shut up in 2026.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Told a woman to shut up on WWE TV and shut her down, right? So that was great. Then Cardona comes out. Another little key wrinkle to that, Cardona comes out without music.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't need the music. He's trying to save his wife in that spot, right? And so I thought that was very cleverly done.
Well, and then having them not wrestle in their ring gear, but wrestle in the pants that they were wearing.
Right.
Yes.
It's a little detail that just, again, that whole first, half hour of SmackDown just made it, I thought, really, really good.
Because 99.9% of the time, I'm going to put on my gear. The general manager's made the match. We'll see it in hour 2.
Right.
No, we'll do it right now in our pants.
Mm-hmm. No,
if you're part of the expression. Yes.
What do we have at number 2 this week, Brad?
Speaking of factions, the new bloodline continues to take form. Solo Sikoa was delivered to Roman, but then turned on Roman. I don't know the word to use there. So take out the pencils again. Fantasy book to make the new bloodline better story than the old bloodline.
This one is, I think, harder to do because we keep coming back to Bloodline Civil War is seemingly what we're doing. I don't know if now the way that they were able to get Jacob Fatu to accept being part of the Bloodline is they had tribal combat and Roman beat him. So I don't know if Roman has to beat Solo and then finally Solo says, fine, I'll join the faction or what direction they're going to go here. But it seems like they only want to have, even though they've got LA Knight involved with this thing, it seems like they've decided that the best way right now for the Bloodline to operate is for the Bloodline to operate within each other, which is not great, seeing as how Roman's holding one of your 2 world championships.
Is Jacob Fatu a dog? He's just sit in the corner and not do anything. What is it? He's only supposed to do something that Roman tells him to do. Sick him, right? Otherwise, just stand in the corner. I'm just so confused by this because it just seems like, again, it's the numbers game. It just seems like it is Solo Sikoa and LA Knight against the rest of the Bloodline. I don't know what to make of this. How does that side win over Roman Jimmy and Jay and Jacob. How's that happen?
Yeah, so that's why I think the only way to even make it different, because like Gabe, you mentioned like Roman being solo, like we've seen that. Like we've seen him beat LA Knight, we've seen him beat Fatu now, is if they pull the trigger and one of those guys takes the belt off Roman.
And it's not happening.
Right. Like you look at the three of them, Solo, LA Knight, and I guess you can make a case for Fatu.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
I mean, the second but if one of those guys doesn't that just kill the bloodline? So that's not making the new bloodline better than the old bloodline. Like I feel without the championship
angle, because I feel like one of the peaks of the old bloodline was Sammy getting the title shot. They don't pull the trigger there. Like this would be a little different, and maybe you get some fresh juice out of it. Because you mentioned War Games. This feels like what War Games is going to be again.
Well, unless Fatu, as part of the bloodline, gets another match at Roman and he wins. So now all of a sudden he's the head of the table and Roman has to fall in line, or they do that with Jay. Like that's the only way to kind of make it different. But that doesn't work because Roman's the biggest star of that group. To try to make him the background singer would be like, hey, Freddie Mercury, we're good. We don't need you singing lead on Queen anymore. Just, stay in the back. Like that doesn't make any sense.
But we've been through this with Jacob Fatu before. Yes. Is it just me? Is that a fever dream, or have we just gone through like
Twice.
he was on their side, then not on their side, and now he lost the tribal warfare match, and now he's back on their side, and now he's almost like Switzerland, unless Roman tells him to do something. I don't know how this is any good. I don't see a new world champion out of any of this. Like the closest thing would be LA Knight because the merchandise, Slim Jim, the adulation he gets from the crowd. But clearly the company sees him as a B+ player. So I think that's what it is, man. They see the next Daniel Bryan in LA Knight, honestly.
Yeah, but I could see fine, here, shut up, here's a title run. Like, we'll say maybe 9 days, hypothetically. And then they just shut him up that way. Like, just do it that way.
He's not bitter at all.
No,
at all.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. The 9 is just a coincidence if it matches up with somebody else's
pull the number out of
reign.
the air. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know how to make this better than the old bloodline.
Because we're going to War Games. Like, they'll throw some other bodies. Like, it feels like it'll be Roman and Usos versus Fatu, Solo, LA Knight, and then add in whoever.
You're sure Jacob Fatu is going to be on that side? You're sure of this?
It feels like that because you saw the little stuff where he didn't get one of the lays this week or whatever they call them. Like he's starting to get annoyed. There you go. So he goes the other way with Solo and LA Knight. Zilla will be up at one point, and you can add another babyface. And there's War Games.
I just think a June Jones lay would be better than the Ulafala.
Okay.
June Jones coached Hawaii, by the way.
Yes.
And then gets fired. And
for those who don't know who June Jones is, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my Evan Cohen back sell, you see. So there's June Jones, the head coach for Hawaii, the football coach. He gets fired. He goes to SMU and still has a lay on. That doesn't work at SMU. It only works in Hawaii. You can't do that.
You've been knighted. It's for life.
It became a part of him. It became a part of the character. It's got to go with him everywhere. I'm just trying to figure out, because it seems like they want to again figure out a way to tread water for Roman, to tread water going back to Braun Breaker, tread water for Oba, and have those guys on parallel tracks, but not meet until we hit the Royal Rumble. Right. And then Oba can win the Rumble and challenge Roman. And that's what they think their next big main event of WrestleMania is: Roman Reigns versus Oba Femi. And this is what they have to do in order to kind of recycle Bloodline, Civil War, and maybe fold in LA Knight and throw in a couple of more characters that Roman's already beaten, because they don't want to do the Oba Femi change and pull the trigger on him until they get to WrestleMania.
What if Dwayne gets involved? Like, it's a Saudi Mania.
No. Stop it. Stop it.
It's Saudi, and he's had some movies flop recently.
He's a Disney Hall of Famer. Don't do that to him.
I mean, that's honestly, make the new line better than the old bloodline. Have Rock stick around and complete a story.
Like, you can make him the heel where he becomes the new tribal chief, and then you have babyface Roman.
If Triple H will allow The Rock to come back, sure, that'd be great. if that's
only
the
other
problem.
thing you can think of, yeah.
I gave my whole point of this is I don't know where they're going. I understand that Obafemi and Roman, that's what we were trying to get to. I think all of us want to, but it feels like they're just biding their time until
Yeah, I don't
January
know.
1st.
Like, I don't know how you get there. Yeah, we've got an entire football season. Like,
Yes, we do.
We've got an entire football season, right? How are we going to waste that much time and keep Oba, which I like what they've done with Oba and Braun. And they've turned Braun. Now, unfortunately, if Braun gets squashed, they'll kill that momentum. But Braun has a little bit more of that badass feel to him over the last couple of weeks and how he's been bothered by this. And it seems like he's kind of separating himself from the foolishness that is the Vision. And it feels like he could be ready to break off and go on his own run. Again, we'll see what happens now with him and Oba. And I've appreciated that, but I still don't know how, how do you make Oba relevant until we get to the Royal Rumble? I know how you make Roman relevant. You just keep the championship on him. He shows up at Survivor Series. He defends the title a couple of times. But I don't know how you make them both feel as big as they were at SummerSlam and continue that through WrestleMania without them crossing paths, because they're your two biggest things going right now on Raw.
Does Money in the Bank help with that?
I guess there's no more tent poles anymore, huh? Just any of these shows.
Like if you gave Oba the briefcase and he teases it a few times and then he just goes, all right, like, Manny, I'm calling my shot. Like, I'm not going to do it from behind. And then someone else wins the Rumble.
I know. I don't know.
That doesn't help.
I'm just trying to get to Oba and Roman. That's what I'm trying to get to. But we got to wait a whole college football and NFL schedule to be able to get there. I just feel like LA Knight's spinning his wheels, and I know he's paid well.
Oh yeah,
but he's got to be thinking to himself like, "Golly, I'm in this thing again. What is the outcome? Slow boiler,
and then you lose to Roman.
Yeah, like the slow burn, booking again to nothing. It's a bridge to nowhere.
Are they having second thoughts about putting Jacob back with the bloodline because he's gotten himself so over?
But he was over before this. It wasn't necessary to put him back in the bloodline. You honestly could have put the belt on Jacob months ago and let him have a title run this year.
Is Zilla in War Games, by the way? They gonna put him in there?
I feel like he ends up
I
there.
got to imagine.
Yeah. Zilla Fatu.
You going to go see him in Chicago in his first match, title shot?
When is this?
Same day as All In, next weekend.
Yes. Apparently, Milwaukee Seacat will be covering AEW.
It's a big-time main event to compete with Kenny and Ospreay. You have a fatal four-way for the NXT Championship. Tony D'Angelo, Cruz Montana, Grayson Waller, and Zilla Fatu.
Well, executive producer, if you want me to go to Rosemont, my truck will thank you. Less gas than going to AEW. So you tell me. We'll have C-Cat go out. It'll be almost a rib on him.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Chicago. Now I need you to go 2 hours off in the States.
Well, the thing about C-Cat is, though, I think it's very obvious that he was trained by own Brian Rowitz, because he's not a WWE guy. He loves his AEW, not much of a WWE guy. So
my bad.
Send him to NXT on top of that. Yeah, I think that would not make him very happy.
You know what? That weekend we should have C-Cat on. Let's bring him into the fold because he can give the report. I'll be glad to give you your Worlds Collide report or whatever they're doing there in Chicago in front of 10,000 people. Yeah, that'd be great. I'll do that for you. And Gabe, well, you need to start covering this stuff too. It just can't be me.
Zilla Fatu, it's a big moment.
Yeah, you need to get out there too. You get out there give me some local Milwaukee flavor. We need some reports from there too.
There we go.
Let's go. Make them do it, Gabe. We can do it, Brian.
Whenever these promotions come back to Milwaukee.
That's step one. They have to actually come to Milwaukee.
There's local good wrestling right there. He knows where it is, too. Won't go.
Just find silence.
Yeah, he just won't go. But me, no, Hood. Don't worry about it. Going out there again. Let's watch. We need more video. This slave driver here. More video. More.
TNA Lockdown this Sunday.
See? See?
It's not my fault everything runs in Chicago. They literally just put a ring anywhere and you people in Chicago show up.
That's the thing. You guys keep showing up. Like,
Yeah.
this is your fault for being the #1 wrestling town in the country.
Uh-huh.
It's the price you pay.
I just can't get a day off. Just can't. I'm moving to Eau Claire.
Okay.
That way won't be any problems. I'll go to wrestling shows. Nothing. I'll be fine. Isolated in Eau Claire. I just come to see Gabe. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do we got at number 3 this week?
AEW All In, a little over a week away. There have been nuggets. There have been rumors of the New Day potentially making their return to pro wrestling at All In. Should that be announced beforehand, or do we wait for All In to announce the New Day return?
I think you make it a surprise for All In. I mean, I feel like you are selling. I mean, would you sell a few more tickets? Maybe. But I feel like All In's big enough. You've had your main event. You've had a lot of these matches set for a long time now, where you're going to sell the amount of tickets you are. So often those surprise returns don't happen. I know we started the show by talking about CM Punk, and he's actually able to have a couple in his career. But it feels like now, like, people get announced before they show up. Like, we had the Big Cass. He didn't just show up. And part of that is, I think AEW tried doing that too much, and then you had the Butcher and Blade show up, and everyone went, wait, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Who? Right. So you don't want to run into that. Now, obviously, that would not happen for New Day. So AEW does not have the opportunity to do too many of these surprise, oh, here they are type things, even if it's going to be obvious that they're showing up for All In. So announcing them beforehand, I think they should be the surprise partners. It seems like, and I guess that means they would be heel, at least based on what happened last night when suddenly we see Swerve going, oh, any competition for those trios titles. So it seems pretty obvious to me that that those two would team up with Swerve, and those are going to be your new trios champions coming out of All In. But I think you make that a surprise. Swerve can tease it. Swerve can heavily tease it, just like they heavily teased the first dance for CM Punk. But you save that first enormous pop for your biggest show of the year. At least that's the way I think they should handle it.
And Hood, just ticket-wise, they have passed 40K for Wembley. They're set up for about 45. So there's still about 5,000 left, but it's over 40,000 right now.
You know what? We stamped that as a win right there. That's a win. 40,000. Like, I know it's not as much as they had before, but that's on the company, right? Because you're trying to do what WWE does by just having the ice capades, and you don't have one dominant guy that you say, I got to see this person. I guess for now it's Will Ospreay, but Ospreay's not the champion yet. Maybe in a cycle he becomes champion. Maybe he will be the draw. But right now the company's the draw. So now you get 40,000 is great. So that's awesome for them. I think Swerve gave some breadcrumbs last night saying, don't say it if you're not serious. Yeah. Did you hear him say that? Just like, hey, man, if you're coming, don't say it if you're not serious, meaning that, that they are going to be there. I just think that it should be in the background in Baltimore yesterday. It should have been like a trumpet sound, like off in the distance. Hey, what's that? Where does that come from? What does that mean? And then in the following week, and then just move on. Just out of nowhere, out of the gloaming, there's a trumpet sound, you see. And that gives the breadcrumbs for the fans to know that they're on their way. I expected them to be heels.
Really?
I expected them to be heels and then eventually be baby faces, because they're going to have their matches with the Bucks at some point, I'm sure, right? So you had a heel versus babyface kind of combination. It is Christian and Copeland.
Yep.
Yeah, so let them be heels taking on babyface tag teams in AEW. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think they're going to get a ridiculous pop at Wembley. I think it's cool also, like, you're doing it enough and it's obvious enough where it's not like fans are making up like, oh, they're going to come back. It's like, no, we're dropping hints. The Young Bucks are all over social media doing nothing but dropping hints. So it's not one of those situations where we've seen it burn companies before. I feel like the Cody return. Remember, every Raw was like, it's happening. Cody's coming back to WWE. And then he wasn't. And then fans are pissed and disappointed. And WWE's like, it's not our fault. Like, you guys made this up. So because they're telling the little nuggets there, I think that could sell some extra tickets and ultimately still get that ridiculous pop at Wembley.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you announce it beforehand, I feel like there's a way where you can try to have the best of both worlds. And that's what they're doing, right? Like, you can still have that huge pop for the 40,000 plus. But if you're an AEW fan and you're paying attention enough, and you want to see there and be. If you think the New Day are going to be there, like you've already bought your tickets. Right. Oh man, New Day are coming back. Like if that's the reason why you want to go, you probably already bought your tickets because you're probably assuming that they're going to show up there because 95% chance right now that they're showing up there at Wembley Stadium. Like it feels that strong the way everything gets hinted. So the AEW fan seems to be more committed and probably more online than your typical WWE fan. So I think that you can get away with not announcing them beforehand, and you're still, I think, going to sell the same amount of tickets.
Is this something you have to open the show with so that other matches can follow that reaction?
Sure, why not?
Like, I think back to the Mania in Orlando when the Hardys returned, and that reaction was the loudest of the night, and then everything after that was like, oh, well, this isn't as fun. And, it's more of the WWE product that time, but...
Good match. People will be glad to see them come out first. Yeah, that's fine. And you can, and by the way, they got plenty of matches to follow that. You get the adulation of like the New Day coming, and then more, you got some bangers on this card.
Well, but that's the thing. Like they've got bangers to follow it up that you don't have to worry about the reaction. I mean, Kenny, obviously, both World Championship matches, the men's and women's, are going to be really good. And man, the way they're telling the women's story is, sign me up.
Yeah, you got about Edge Hood. You got it out of Willow.
A lot. To the point I'm sitting there like, hey, break it up. They're going a while, those two. I'm like, okay. And also, I'm hoping that Willow wins because now she has a little bit of an edge.
Yes.
Just, I mean, how many times are you going to be called a bitch before you want to go take off the IFB there and beat someone's ass? Yeah. All right, that's enough of this. So, no, that was fun. And of course, Gabe, we already stamped the show stealer. We already know with Okada in that matchup against Takeshita and Fletcher. That'll be all. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing stopping that.
Yeah. So you've got plenty. I mean, we've got Cope and Kay and Christian versus the Young Bucks. Like it's a really strong card. So I don't think you have to worry about. So yeah, I think why not start at 11 and then just see if you can ride it all throughout the show, right? Like just have the New Day come out, whatever they're going to be called in AEW, have them come out and just try to keep that energy for the rest of the show 10 days from now.
It's going to be so much. It's going to be so much. It's going to be a great card and not surprised as AEW. And they're going to have plenty of time. Looks like Moxley's going to go all the way through, huh?
Yeah.
He's going to go all the way through. God almighty.
I thought last night was when they pulled the trigger and that Jay White was going to get the win.
I told him last week that I thought that, that he should have lost against Jungle Jack Perry.
Yes. And he should have lost to Jay White last night.
God. Well, you got to beat somebody to beat them. So that means he loses in the final, right? More than likely.
Sure.
Mox?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Otherwise, what's the point?
He's not good at those big stadium shows, apparently. Just as we discovered last year with the new champion.
I don't even remember honestly who's left in this tournament now.
Well, they had all the matches last. They had all basically
quarterfinal
matches last. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Collision.
So Mox and Nigel have advanced already, and then this weekend is who do we got?
They made Nigel look so feeble.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
This weekend we get Eddie Kingston and Claudio and Orange Cassidy and O'Reilly.
Okay.
Who's beating Mox? Kingston?
Eddie?
Claudio.
Can
we get Claudio to win the whole thing? That'd be great. Give me a Claudio Mox.
Yeah.
See if the Death
maybe that starts the death of the Death Riders.
We've said that before.
How long has this show been on? The three of us? Jeez.
Roman Bloodline, Mox Death Riders. It's an endless cycle.
And the Judgment Day.
Right.
Too long, man. Slow boil.
What do we have at News and Notes this week?
All right, a big wrestling weekend. Friday night at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia. ROH Death Before Dishonor. The world title on the line. Bandito defends against Nick Wayne. The women's title, Athena defends against Suzuki. And the women's pure title on the line, Deonna Purrazzo defends against Steph DeLander.
I wouldn't go across the street to see Nick Wayne against Bandito.
Why?
And that's the main in Philly.
Uh-huh.
That boy, you're doing well. We can just put that on the card. That is the middle of the road collision match if ever was one. Now it's going to be a banger.
Yes,
but I have to go in there with the belief that Nick Wayne could win, and he won't. That's the thing. What story did you tell with those two?
You're the one who's on our club, not us.
Well, that's my point. I'm giving myself the question to give you the answer that they did not have a story set up. So now it's amazing that that's at the top of the card. But another attention for Bandito. Good for him.
Yeah. We also got Sunday night in Chicago. TNA locked down every match inside a steel cage. The tag titles, the Hardys defending against the Nemeths in what I believe is the main event. X Division title, Cedric Alexander defending against Leon Slater. If Cedric wins, then Leon Slater's previous title run as X Division champion erased from the history books.
I cannot think of a worse, like every match inside a steel cage.
That's the premise.
It's just a terrible idea. That makes it so much harder for all the fans to watch. Like one cage match, sure, but you have to stand there and watch through a steel cage every single match. It's a terrible idea.
Shout out to Jeff Jarrett. That's that generation. That's a long time pay-per-view, and we appreciate Mustafa Ali being with us last week.
Great. Yeah. He's in a match also.
So yeah. And so, to be clear, Nemeth is not defending the title in Chicago?
He's in a tag team title match with the Hardys and his brother.
And I got to go.
Oh, every match in the cage is a big deal.
No, this is the editor here. I have to do what he says.
Leon Slater's X Division reign might be erased from history.
Put the phone down. That's
I needed details. I don't remember all the details.
Wait, what is this? The NCAA? Like, no, man. Like, sure, go ahead and take down the banners of the Fab Five.
Yeah.
Like, the documentary still exists. You still have all the matches in your library, man. Like, you're not.
The title history will officially recognize the title moving from Moose to Cedric Alexander with a period of inactivity during Leon's reign.
Can I just tell you, just on the surface, in a big city like Chicago, for Nemeth not to defend the title is tough.
Yeah.
This ain't Des Moines, right? That's tough because obviously big cities, Milwaukee, Miami, Chicago, you want to see the world champion in action.
He defended the title against Jeff Hardy on TV. I don't know. I
saw it. It was in Philly.
So there you go. You got your title match there.
It was.
Just saying, last time we had a pay-per-view in Milwaukee for WWE, we actually even saw a title change.
That's just a bad job by them. Like, Nemeth has to be the centerpiece of the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is in a way
in a tag team match like you see on TV. you gotta defend the title on a pay-per-view, man. I don't know.
You never know when they came. SmackDown, we got 2 title changes this week.
Okay. You want to see the new Mr. Fuji Haku coming out there? You see him? My God, he's stoic like Belichick. It was just like he had no.
You tell him
where he was. Well, I won't be anywhere around him. I'll be next. I won't be around him. You see with the big stick there, holding on this stick, your guys just won the title. Like, okay, thank you, Haku. Thank you.
Sean Ross Sapp reporting that Britt Baker's name has been, quote, brought up to be a part of the Rebel tribute show, which will take place September 9th in Atlanta.
All right.
If she shows up, you have to use her going forward. You cannot tease your fan base of, hey, look, she's here. And I understand she has a great relationship with Rebel, and I'm sure she wants to be on that show. Put her on the show and then put her on television going forward. Doesn't seem like a difficult concept.
It's going to be off air.
It's going to be on the air, and she's going to lose to Maya World.
All right, that's an option also.
You want to go back on TV? You got to lose to young Maya World.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
Either that or she beats Persephone just like everybody else.
Persephone and Dom, I like to see their texts. Why can't we win on TV? Aren't we champions?
At least she wasn't pinned last night. She just lost the match. That was different.
If I'm CMLL, I am pissed.
Yeah.
So our champion who is over here can't win on your TV. Stop booking her then.
And Hechicero's in the same boat. I don't remember the last time I saw him win a match on TV.
Chisero.
He's a CMLL champ.
Doesn't he feel like an asshole tapping out or passing out yesterday to a broadcaster? So, okay. Whatever you want to do.
Finally, news and notes. Paul Heyman on the 6 Feet Under pod says that Brock beating Taker at Mania is the defining moment of this generation. He adds that everyone remembers the moment and doesn't actually need to remember the match.
All good.
I mean, sure, but I still remember the match.
He put it up there with Hogan slamming Andre, with Austin and Tyson. He said this is this generation.
Well, no.
Okay.
That's a bridge too far. No.
Because I guess, because I even think that was the second biggest moment of that WrestleMania. And granted, WrestleMania 30 is one of the greatest WrestleManias because of everything, because of Brock ending the streak, because of Bryan Danielson. But I think of WrestleMania 30 and I think of Bryan just with both championships doing his yes and the entire crowd doing yes with him. I understand that was a huge moment, and we will have Paul Heyman's face in meme form forever. We will have the one dude who had the glasses in his face forever because it was big shocker, but I don't think it's even the biggest moment of that WrestleMania.
Oh, that's fair. 100% fair. I know he's got to say that about Brock Lesnar because out of all the people that he's managed, he's the most legit. Everything that he's done, man, from playing actual NFL football to the cage in the MMA to being a pro wrestler, he's the most legit athlete WWE's ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I understand why he puts him over that way. He's entitled to do that. Totally entitled to do that. I totally get it.
All right, boys. Time for what were your matches of the week?
Let's take a look at that AEW card from Baltimore yesterday.
Yep.
Again, call me a Mox homer, but I thought Mox Jay White was fantastic because there were a couple of times where you're like, they actually going to pull the trigger on Jay here? They were selling. I thought that was a great match.
I enjoyed the TBS title match, the 4-way.
I like the 6-man at the end because of the drama. Yes.
Okay.
How about that?
We each picked a different one from AEW last night.
They're all good because it led to more drama between Omega and Ospreay,
which was much better than whatever their sit down was. Their sit down lasted too long and didn't really do it for me. But whatever, do it one-winged angel and then Kenny going crazy, and that was much better than whatever that sit down was.
That could have been in the email. That promo. Just give me you do 2 or 3 parts, right? It's too long all at once. If I'm in the crowd, I'm like, can I get some wrestling here? Yeah. I'm just sitting here just watching a monitor. Come on now.
Especially so last night on AEW, we had to juxtapose it between, we had both world championship matches have interviews with Renee. One, they did the cordial sit down on the men's side and it just lasted too long. The other, they hate each other so much they had to be separated, and even that wasn't enough. They had to still find each other and go after each other. So to do that and have that both in the same show and we're still far enough away, I think that kind of also just illustrated just how not great that sit down was. But what they did at the end was much more efficient, I think, in terms of building towards what that match is going to be.
We are into the obtuse angles too, guys, because on one side we get Kevin Owens and CM Punk talking about something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
and now this one, you know how many people I had to take on bruv in the pandemic? Pandemic. That's the angle. Who wrestled who during the pandemic? Okay, guys, just get this in the ring. Enough of this. 10 days. Let's go.
I also Chad Gable and Rey match was fantastic.
Why was that on Raw? I thought it was just going to be a AAA match.
We talked about this. There was going to be a babyface versus babyface match.
But it just felt random on Raw. I thought it'd be part of AAA. It was a great match. It was just random to me.
Oh, well, it was on Raw because you don't want Undertaker to get too many good matches.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Undertaker's Booker of the Year. He's the Booker. He's the Booker of the Year. You know what? You know who's pissed about it? Paul Levesque and Shawn Michaels.
That makes sense.
They're not happy. That's why Dom keeps losing on TV.
So bad. I also enjoyed it Raw. I didn't love the finish, but Sol Ruca and Lyra was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get why Lyra lost.
I don't either. And somewhere Nikki Cross is like, I'm right here.
Right. You had me. I was working there.
I'm watching me on TV. That's me. That's my character.
Up and to including the loss.
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly right. All of that started with me and the loss.
Damn.
Saying.
Oh, poor Nikki.
If you happen to miss any of the show or want to go back and take a look at some of the great interviews that we have done, check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/@GoodKarmaWrestling. We're coming up on Sunday night's main event for WWE. We're coming up on All In AEW, and we're going to be talking about it all next week right here on GKW.